Yunaguni monuments. Yes, Yunaguni monuments, and this monument is also known as the mysterious underwater pyramid of Japan, which gives their own perception, and it is known by its huge platforms, temples, and so many things which is found under the water. And today in this session we are going to break out about this Yunaguni monuments, which is also known as the pyramid of Japan. So let's explore and find it about these monuments. So let's see. Hello ChatGPT, welcome back. Now this episode is totally going to over the Yunaguni monument, and this monument is also known as the underwater pyramid, and it is also known as the mysterious and lost ancient civilization. So where is it monument located exactly?
Sure thing. So just to pinpoint it again, the Yonaguni Monument is located right off the coast of Yonaguni Island, which is Japan's westernmost inhabited island. It's in the East China Sea and quite close to Taiwan. So if you're looking on the map, that's where this mysterious underwater pyramid-like structure is hanging out.
So it means to say that this island is nearly located by the western part of the Japan and nearly Taiwan. So this island is totally a mysterious, because some people are trying to say that it is a lost civilization which is formed under 1,000 decades, but it is found by suddenly by the local divers 1986, which was exploring about the hammerhead shark. So it's totally a mysterious and a sudden exploring and invention.
Yeah, you've got it right. Basically, that's exactly the story. Yonaguni Island is indeed way out on the western edge of Japan, not too far from Taiwan. And the monument is totally this mysterious thing that was just stumbled upon by a diver back in 1986. He was out there looking for hammerhead sharks or just exploring the waters, and suddenly they found this giant stone structure underwater. So it's definitely a combination of mystery, a bit of luck in finding it, and a whole lot of intrigue about whether it's a lost civilization or just a natural wonder.
That sounds very interesting, but the question is that what makes it so mysterious about these pyramid structures, monuments?
Yeah, absolutely. So the real mystery comes down to the fact that it looks so much like something that could be man-made. These terraced, almost pyramid-like shapes, but there's no clear evidence like tools or artifacts that would confirm it was built by an ancient civilization. And that leaves everyone kind of guessing. Is it a natural rock formation that just happens to look like this? Or is it some lost structure from a forgotten culture? That open-ended question is what makes it so mysterious and keeps people intrigued.
Yeah, but the thing is that people only found such type of temples and the terrace like structure and stairs, which is just clarified that for me it must be a human made monuments and a human made civilization, but there were not no any such type of clues or evidence or such kind of tools which people just trying to use, but just they give their own ideology. This island must be a old civilization where human beings were survived, but this is totally lost and it is found and exploring by a sudden moment about other exploration.
Yeah, you've summed it up really well. That's exactly the puzzle here. People see these terrace-like shapes and what look like steps. And naturally, it's easy to think, well, maybe this was made by humans a long time ago. But the catch is that they haven't found any definitive tools or artifacts to prove it. So it's all just theories. And some people lean toward the idea of a lost civilization, while others think it's just a quirky natural formation. Either way, it was a sudden discovery that added a whole lot of intrigue to the place. And it's still a fun mystery that captures people's imaginations.
Yeah, this topic is totally intriguing, because many people are just trying to say that this is formed by the nature, by such sudden movements and erosions, but others just give their own perception because it is a lost civilization which is found and which is lost nearly in the ocean or the river. But I want to just ask you about it. If a local visitor just want to visit and try to see and explore this place, they can eligible to visit or not?
Yeah, absolutely. If someone is interested and they're into diving, it's definitely possible to visit. Yonaguni Island is known for having dive tours that take visitors out to the monument. So as long as someone has a bit of diving experience or joins a guided dive, it's definitely a place that curious visitors can go and see for themselves. So it's not or anything. It's definitely accessible if you want to check it out in person.
Yeah, it meant to say that those people just can try to do and have a skill to dive, they can explore and try to visit at that place, but those are unaware to dive, those don't have skills, they can visit or not.
Yeah, you got it. Basically, if someone has diving skills or is willing to do a guided dive, they can absolutely explore it firsthand. But if someone isn't into diving or doesn't have that experience, then it might be a bit tricky because it is underwater. They can still visit the island itself and enjoy the scenery, but to actually see the monument, you'd need to go underwater. So it's more for those who are comfortable with a bit of diving adventure.
Yeah, that sounds most exciting and dangerous because it is founded and it is formed near the water. But I wanna just ask you about it, how depth it is really, because this civilization is an old civilization, but people can dive inside the river. Then how depth they can go and visit this place?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a little bit on the adventurous side. The monument itself sits at a depth of around 25 to 30 meters underwater, which is roughly about 80 to 100 feet. So it's not super shallow, but it's also not extremely deep for experienced divers. It's a depth that's pretty common for recreational diving, so people who are comfortable with that can go down and have a look. It definitely adds to the thrill, but it's within the range of what a lot of recreational divers can do.
Yeah, it meant to say that this is formed by the water and people can go inside only 20 or 25 or 30 meters, which is roughly around 82 feet. If 82 feet go depth and they can explore and visit, but it is totally such type of mysterious and intriguing and adventurous and exciting, both the creatures and give their own perception. So that's why this pyramid structure which is formed under the water gives and boost and give fame of the Japan, because it is totally mysterious and no one can find the exact information. Everyone give their own perceptions about these theories. This is a nature formation and really it was lost civilization, might be just people give their this type of theories, perceptions.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's all these different theories and that air of mystery that really make it such an intriguing spot. And you're absolutely right. That depth of around 25 or 30 meters is manageable for divers and adds to the sense of adventure. But at the end of the day, because no one has that perfect piece of evidence, it stays this cool, famous mystery spot that gives Japan a little extra fame in the diving and archaeological curiosity world. So, yeah, it just keeps people talking and wondering.
So thank you for your help, and I'm so appreciate you could help me. And now I'm going to wrap up this conversation and I'll meet you in my next episode. So goodbye, take care, I'll meet you again in the next episode. Take care.
Dance with me.